Hello everyone, what's up? It's Can't Stop Canadian here. I know I haven't been recording in about a month, which is crazy, because when I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to record at least like once a week at the bare minimum. But anyways, I haven't recorded in a while, like I just said. So I'm here. I'm not doing any of my series at the moment that I've started, and I'm gonna talk about that while I play this game. But this is a game called Rust. It's a survival style game, and I already have some servers here in my history that I've played on a little, but I'm actually gonna go play on a brand new server that I've never played on, just to show you what the game is like. It's probably not gonna have. I'm probably just gonna pick one like this that has like two or just not a lot of players on it. Also, it is kind of early in the morning. But anyways, the reason I'm doing this is just to see if you guys like this series, or this game, which it's really popular on Steam right now. It's like one of the top selling games. It's crazy. So I'm guessing a lot of you will. So let's jump right into it. And I'm gonna go on this one right here. It's got 7 players, which is nothing. It's bare minimum. It's vanilla server as well. I didn't want to do another type of server, because then if you haven't already seen the game Rust, you won't understand what it's like starting in the game Rust. Because in Rust, you start with, like you see right now, a rock, 2 bandages, and a torch. And it is nighttime at the moment, just an FYI, so that's one thing to note. It is nighttime, and at nighttime it gets very dark, and you have to gather with this rock. I have no clue where I'm at the moment. Now you have to gather wood, which you can get from smacking a tree like this, which it'll give you 1, 2 wood per hit, and some hits like that one, it didn't even give me any. So yeah, it's a really slow gathering process there, but there's another way to get wood as well, which I'll show you if I find any. Now, because there's not many players, I'm going to use this torch probably, but if I was on a more populated server, or one of the servers I've already started playing on with this game, I would not probably be using this torch, because it shows your, like, where you're at to just about everyone. Now, this is a house. This is one of the bigger kinds. You can make just like little tiny shacks, or you can make like actual wall pieces and put together your house how you want, like this. And I can actually break into that pretty easily if I had a little more wood. But anyways, these houses can be broken into and raided, like I just stated how easily it would have if I had some stuff I could get in. Also, I want to mention, if you guys do like the game, just one thing to note: it is not free. You do have to buy it. It's $20, but it's definitely worth it. And this is how I would have broken into that other house, the same way this guy got into this one. There's that crafting table on the floor there, or a workbench they're called. A little bit of lag there. It's a weird spot for a door. So this guy probably had some C4, maybe. I'm just looking. I am getting a little bit of lag. It's probably from my recording, because my computer also has some other, just other types of... It's always good to check under stairs in this game, because people put these little tiny stashes. They're called like a small stash or something like that. They're like little tiny bags, and people put those under there to hide it. That way you won't know that they have... It only holds 3 different items, but people usually put guns or C4 or rare items there, because guns... it is like an apocalypse type game too. There were originally zombies, but they took them out, and they've replaced them with this like radiation animals. Ooh, here's a pig. I need to kill this pig. It's actually more of a boar than a pig. But this is one of the ways you start, is you have to hit this pig with your rock, or a chicken, or a deer, or a rabbit. Those are all the animals in the game at the moment, except for those are all the animals that you want to attack. There's also bears and wolves, but they will both kill you. Now in the bottom right corner, you'll see I have health, food, and rads. Okay, that's just the deer. The health is obviously your health, your food is obviously your food, and you want that bar to go up. Now you may say, well, you have 1,100, isn't that plenty? It's not actually how much food, that's like your calories, and some food gives you like it gives you a number. Oh shit. That is a wolf. And this is going to be really hard to do now, because wolves are a big pain. Oh god, this is just a bad start now. I'm probably gonna die to this wolf, to be honest, because they're pretty hard to kill, and you can't really outrun them. I mean, you can, but it's hard. You have to like climb mountains and shit. Actually, I do have a mountain here I could probably climb and lose it. But I really want to get that wood pile. Oh, that pile of like logs that you saw is the other way of gathering wood, and it gathers 7 per hit instead of the 1 per hit, and it always gives you that 7 until it runs out, and then it may give you like 4 or 5 or 6 or just something else. Sometimes I've even had it give me 1, but it might end on a perfect 7 as the other normal hits would, and there's a lot of them. They're spread out randomly, as well as there's those big, like that big grayish yellow rock right there. That's a stone or a rock or whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of different names like stones, rocks, ores. When you hit them with your rock, you hit a rock with your rock. Yep, I know, sounds kind of weird, but you will get stuff. Now I don't get why you're hitting these and you don't just pick them up, because they are logs, but whatever. That's how the game works. So as you see, I'm in the bottom right corner. I am getting 7 per hit now, which is really good. And I'm going to kind of show you how to build, or not just build, but how to make a house, or how to get started is more of what I'm going to do. Because this server, I'm probably never going to play on it again. Because like I said, I already have another server that I play on. So yeah, I'm probably never going to play on this server. But you never know. I could, if I get good stuff, I might play on it. I don't know. Now, crafting is different. When you make certain items, you have to craft them. And crafting items is a little wonky. It's a little hard to get used to at first, but it's pretty simple once you figure it out. Now, in a minute here, I'm actually going to make a campfire, because as you can see, I'm on 900. You may say, well, that's still a lot. It's actually not. It's quite low, actually. You want to have at least always 1,000 and then some food on you if it's only 1,000. So, you know, I'm gonna make something. Now, unlike games like Minecraft or something like that, where there's also crafting, it's not instant craft. It's like, I'll show you. This is the crafting. This is your inventory, at least. This is your armor, this is your inventory, and then this is the crafting. Now, when you're not crafting, when you open up a chest or something, there will be the chest or whatever, or the person's backpack or whatever it is will be here or here, I forget. Anyways, these are all the different things. Now I'm going to build a campfire so I can cook this meat. And as you can see, everything gives you chicken, by the way. It takes 20 seconds. Now if you're near a workbench, everything takes less time, except for the things that need workbenches, because some items in this game need a workbench to be built. Without it, you cannot build that item. Yeah. And there's also items that you don't learn how to craft when you make the game. It's not like Minecraft where you just have to know the recipe. It's there or it's not. And if it's not there, that means you have to go find the, you either have to find that item and use a research kit on it, which is another thing I'll hope to show you during this video. But I'm not going to edit it really. I just want to give you straight up how it goes, because it is a little bit boring getting started, just going around gathering things like this. But this is how the game works. So if you do get it, or if you already have it, you know exactly what I mean, because you just literally go around, and you'll probably, if you're on a more populated server, you're probably going to get killed a lot before you get started and actually learn to survive. And I've been killed so many times it's not even funny. So in a second here, I'm going to try and get another animal, maybe a chicken or something, even though they don't have much meat. They do have a decent amount of, they're pretty easy to kill, that's what I meant to say. Also, I want to talk to you about why I haven't recorded in so long. I wanted to get my YouTube channel started, and I want to just start bringing out videos so that anyone that did see them and liked my channel could have more to watch than just a few videos that are up. I think I have like 9 are up at the moment, and that's not a lot at all. But the reason I stopped is because I got sick, and I had a bunch of problems, and then I had school, and if you don't know, I'm still in school, yeah. And I had a lot of work with school that I had to do with, there's actually a guy over there. Right there. You see him through the cracks of the trees right over there. But I'm gonna avoid him. I'm not gonna mess with people, because I want to kind of stay away from people, because they are dangerous, and usually people just pull guns out of nowhere and shoot you and kill you, and it's not cool. So I want to avoid people. Not to sound like people, you know, are never good in this game. Is that loot? It might be loot. But yeah, not to say that people are never good. You know, you can find nicer people. I think this has already been, yeah, this has already been looted. Not to say that you can't find nice people. It's just that it's more common that when you run across the guy, he's gonna want to kill you and take whatever you have. So you do want to talk in the chat with your microphone that you hit, which is hitting B, by the way. And you want to talk to people. Now that little tick-tick noise you hear, that's called a Geiger counter. And that indicates that I'm getting radiation, and I'm at 198. Now you start taking radiation damage at 500, so unless this stops going up at the pace it's going up. Oh, this is nice. I don't have to make mine now. Or place mine now, because you can't pick these back up. Once they're down, they're down. And I'm just going to cook it here. I'm just going to put all my logs in. I don't even care. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. And you can put your metal ore and your sulfur with logs in a furnace like this, and it'll cook. And you just turn them both on. You hold E to open up that little menu. They'll say, would you like to ignite it or not, or would you like to do this? And actually check all of these, because you never know. People have left more than you'd think in those before. I'm trying to figure out where I am now. As you can see, there's a road right here, which is really good. It means you can kind of follow it, and it'll take you anywhere you want to go on the map, basically. Most places... Oh, I know where I am. Okay. I'm actually in about the center of the map, and I'm actually going to go that way. No, this way. Yeah, this way. Because it's really good. Now, I'm going to leave that to cook for a minute, and I'm going to actually go over this way towards this these fuel barrels, because anytime you see something like this that looks like it's not made by a player, which you can kind of learn what's not made by a player after playing this game for a few days, or even less than that, you will learn, you know, like what items will spawn there. Now these are just the basic crates, those two wood ones I've got there. Those are the worst quality items you'll get in those. They're basically junk. I mean, yeah, you can find good stuff. You find bullets a lot, which is good. You find other things a lot, which is good. But you're basically gonna get a lot of junk, and you're gonna get a lot of good things as well, like metal fragments and gunpowder. You're gonna get that frequently, which is in a way that's really good, because you do want a lot of those. But you're also gonna get a lot of junk stuff that you just do not want. That you're just like, no, it's not good. Now, it's a good way to set up your hotbar, as you would. Always line it up and everything the same way every time you play, just because it's gonna make this game a lot easier for you. Because when you're running around, like as you can see, I don't actually have to go in here and right click and say eat. I can just tap the 4 key and it'll eat that. That's weird. Is that bugged out there? As well as with medical items like that bandage there, I can click it and it'll immediately stop bleeding. Now in the newer version, this is the older version of Rust, by the way. I prefer the older version of Rust, but if you want to see the newer one, let me know. This video may drag on a little, maybe a little long. Yeah, 12 minutes. Yeah, it may be a little long, depending on, I don't know, just depending on how long it ends up being, to show you the basics. And then I'm probably going to stop it, and I'm probably going to do a part 2 or a part 3 just to show you what the game's basics are like. So I'm going to just stop at about 20 minutes, and it's just basically going to be the basics of it, of survival. And then I'm going to make a second video, and that one's probably going to be more the building tips and whatnot. And then a third one, and that's probably going to be more like strategies on getting loot, where to build, all that sort of stuff, which might actually be in the second one, I'm not sure. But more advanced strategies are going to be in the other ones. Now, I don't know if I showed you, but those red wolves back there, or bears, I don't remember which there were. I think they were wolves and bears. But back there were some red animals. You can rewind the video. I'm not going to go back there because it's a waste of time. But anyways, those are the things that they swapped out for the zombies. When you kill them, they drop little bags that'll have loot in them. It can find... I've found... People say this is not true, this is impossible. But I'm not lying when I say this. I found C4 charges in them once. And it was on a server that had 25 times the amount of loot as normal servers, which makes it a lot more often to spawn, but also it's a lot less chance because the junk is going to spawn a lot more often in there, and you're just going to fill up with food and whatnot. But yeah, it is indeed, you can find C4 chargers in there. If you don't believe me, okay, I don't think the website says you can, but I'm not lying when I say I have found them in there. Now, this is where I like to build near here, or near Big Rad Town. I like this place because it's kind of spread out, and there's also a lot of like little loot piles, and there's not much radiation here. The only radiated places is this and that building over there, that little shack thing. Now the wood structures like that are man-made. These things, anything like this, is never man-made. It's always the game. Now this right here is very important. That is radiation pills. So if you are in a heavily radiated area, then you're gonna want to eat some of those by hitting your 5 key or whatever slot you put it in, that is. And then there's a pig there I'm gonna kill in a minute. Or just going in your inventory and right-clicking on it. Now, it's one of the common things that you'll find when opening these red boxes, because these red boxes are medical. The brown ones, the blue ones are more of chunky stuff like this before. And that is a bear over there, that big brown guy. This pig keeps running in that direction. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, because I don't really want to fight with a bear, because they will wreck you. They will knock your socks off. It's crazy. So these wood ones are more junky. You can find bullets. Yeah, I know bullets are good, but it's only 2 or 3. And these ones are more the medical, where you'll find things like bandages and med kits and whatnot. Then, dang, I was hoping there'd be one here. When you find those green crates, I think I found one. It's usually bullets, gunpowder, and metal fragments, so it's more of the better loot. And then there's one more, which is like a metally silver, like bluish kind of. It's confusing to describe. If I see one, I'll show you and then you'll know what I mean. Now, I want to get this wood pile. It's a little risky because that bear's over there and I don't really know how close he is. But I do want to get this wood just because in a minute when this video ends, and then I'll start up the next one almost right after, it'll be house building time. And I'm probably going to make all the base parts first, just because it is a bit painful to just watch me building base parts that take like 2.5 minutes to build, and then more and more. It's really annoying. It's boring for me, but when you play this game, you gotta do what you gotta do, so you gotta just sit there and wait it out. Now, I feel like I always hear chickens. Oh, good. This is the other one I was talking. It's kind of like a blue tint. It's metal. It's got these little yellow stripes on it. It's the best. You can find guns like this one right there. You can find better blueprints, and this one is the ammo type, or the like gunpowder metal fragments stuff. And I call it the ammo type because it gives you, oops, there it goes, scroll away. Because it gives you gunpowder and metal fragments, which can be used to make any ammo type. As far as my knowledge is, that is an actual ammo. When I say actual ammo, I mean it does not make arrows. Okay. Piggy, I think he's onto me. Who knows? There's a rabbit there to the right. I don't know if you caught it. And there was a chicken to the left running right across from the piggy. They only have like 2 or 3 hits worth of items, and this guy's got a lot more than that. Haha, piggy. So originally when this game first came out, I haven't had it that long. I've had it about a week, and I've learned a lot. But originally when it came out, you didn't start with this rock. You actually started with a stone hatchet, which I'm about to build in a minute to show you. But now you actually start with this rock. So one of the best things to do is, once you've gotten some stones and some wood, build a stone hatchet, because believe me, it's pretty friggin' easy. Like I said, you can find bullets in these, which is nice, but I'd still rather get other things. Right here, crafting up here. Stone hatchet, it's like 5 stone, 10 wood. Yeah, 5 stone, 10 wood. I was right. And it's really simple. Let me just check the bottom. I didn't scroll. Because people will leave stuff in there and other people won't scroll and check that. Like, I've had people not even scroll on a dead corpse and go, oh, he's got stuff in the bottom, because they didn't know they could. It was so dumb. And I got half my gear back when they killed me. Now, in this game, one thing to note is that the MP5, or it's the only submachine gun in the game, as far as I know. Anyways. Oh, this is a med kit. That's really good. Something you want to get if you can. It stops bleeding, as well as the small med kits give you 40 health, and the large ones fill up your health bar completely, which means they give you 100 health. Now, they're not like food, where if I eat food, I will instantly gain however much health that food says it gives me, if that one gives me any. But med kits are like a little bit instant. I believe at first it gives you like 10 or something like that, and then after that it's just you gotta wait a minute and then it'll give you some, and it's over time. But yeah, that's about all for this video. All the basic things that you're gonna need to know right off the bat for playing Rust. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry about the lack of content not being on. I've had a broken rib and a whole bunch of stuff, like I said earlier. It's been a really long mess. You're use another campfire. I'm probably gonna use it. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.